Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. I am a styling, skincare, hair care, self-care enthusiast. What is happening here? I don't have any training in anything. I just have people ask me questions about things sometimes. So I wanted to start a YouTube channel to share my thoughts. So it is everybody's favorite time of the month, Allure Beauty Box unboxing time. So I just got this outside on my doorstep. It is a little cold today, so we'll see how that has affected the products. Everything is wrapped up really nicely today. It's sort of like organized a little bit. Everything's usually all rum-jumbied. It's nice to kind of see it, packaged with a little more care today. So that's interesting. Reader's Choice Awards 2023. It's time to vote for your all-time favorite beauty products. Head to the website, scan the QR code starting February 1st to cast your ballot. Okay, I'll do that. I think I did that last year if I recall correctly. So we've got our less glossy, less pretty paper thing in here this month as usual, explaining all the different things in the box. So love notes, soft sweaters, nights in watching Netflix, wintry things that seemed cozy 2 months ago have pretty much lost their luster by February. But one thing is most definitely not dull right now, the gleaming complexions of Allure Beauty Box subscribers everywhere. Okay. So the first thing that they're putting in here is the Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey Highlighting Palette and Beauty Bakery The Chosen Bun Eyeshadow Palette. So this I actually got to pick. Ooh, I'm looking at other products in here. I can see to the bottom of the box. I'm like excited about the products and try not to look at them. All right, so this is what I picked. In your box is one of these two staples. The Milk and Honey Highlighting Palette is a 2-time Allure Best of Beauty winner for its collection of 4 glimmering versatile powder highlighters. There's pink, champagne, bronze, or gold. And then, how to use them. They're eyeshadows and, why can't I talk today? And highlighters, right? So you just use them where you use eyeshadow, use them where you use highlight. Okay, fine. So this Milk and Honey palette, it comes in this little like honeycomb thing, which is kind of cool. It's got the plastic on the top. This is huge. This is a huge amount of product for like any product, not just a product coming in an Allure Beauty Box, but like this is a ginormous canvas for a highlighter. I would expect to, pay a lot of money for one of these, let alone 4 of these. Usually these are $38 a piece, so that's interesting. They look very glittery in the palette, but they don't look very glittery on the hand. Right? There's not a lot of glitter in there. I don't know if you could see that, but it's not a lot of glitter. So let's put this, I don't know, we'll put this here, see what that does. As you can see, this one's called Oh Honey. It's pinky in the palette, but it's not pinky on my face or on my hand. But it might be because my whole face is pinky. That could be the problem. All right, Queen Being is this one over here, this like tan looking one. So it's like a rose gold, I guess. So on this finger here, tan, rose gold. Okay. I guess we'll put this here. Ooh. I love anything with a sparkle, with a shimmer, with a highlight. I love that. Not the best color for my complexion. That's okay. Over here, Be Sweet is this one with like the imprint on it, which says Milk and Honey with a little, what are these things called? Where they put them in the honey? You know what they are. The thing you put in the honey to get the honey out of it. I don't remember what it's called. That's fine. Okay. This one's a little bit more peach, I guess. So you could maybe use this as a blush. Yeah, I don't know. And then finally, this last one is called Spoiler Alert. I've run out of fingers. Spoiler Alert looks to be just like pure, like a champagne color, right? Oftentimes for highlight, you can put them in the inner corners of your eye here. And that's going to highlight your eyeballs, right? There are some people that do like highlights down the nose, which I've done. Look at that, which I've done in videos before. I don't know if that suits me exactly, but there we go. Okay, highlight down the nose, that's fine. And then you could put the contour on either side of the nose, and that makes your nose look slimmer, basically. So that's a pretty good palette. They did come off pretty easily on my fingers, onto my face, but I don't think that's necessarily bad. All of them are pretty like chill. I guess they could be sort of a buildable thing. You can definitely see this tan one on my eyelids, I think. And I do have green eyes. It kind of helps to bring out the green in my eyes a little bit. Might be a little too yellow for me. Maybe if I mix them together, The tan one and the sort of tan one and the peachy one. I think if I mix them together, that'll kind of cool it down a little bit, maybe make it a little less warm for my complexion. So this is a crazy amount of product though, I think. If you're a highlighter person, $38 for 4 of these, I think is a pretty good deal. So that is pretty cool. Next thing we have YSL Beauty Lash Clash Extreme Volume Mascara. This mascara's secret for bringing on the drama is in the combined forces of its formula, volume building, lengthening, jet black, and its oversized yet easy to maneuver wand. The duo creates inflated dark lashes that look soft and fluffy, not spidery yet extra hold. $29 for 0.3 ounces. Unfortunately, that's just how much prestige mascara is now. So that's not like a hideous amount of money for a prestige mascara. I got a really good deal on some Benefit mascaras not too long ago, so I haven't bought a mascara in a while. What I have on today, I think, is a Dior mascara, I think. But in any case, I love trying a new mascara. So this container is pretty interesting. I think it's pretty. It looks pretty high end. I like that the handle is shorter here, although it might make it a little bit more difficult to actually like have in your hand. A lot of mascaras, what's really different about them is the brush. It's not actually the formula. People talk about the formulas being different, but it's really the brush that does a lot of the work. It says here 2 to 3 coats seems to be the sweet spot. If you pile more and get a clump, easily remove it by gently pinching the lashes between 2 fingertips. All right, but you know, that's how you get rid of a clump. That's fine. So I have my Dior mascara already on, so we're gonna add this guy on top. You know what's funny is I never really learned when is the appropriate time to put on a second coat of mascara. And so it's like, do you let the mascara dry completely? Does it dry halfway? Do you do it immediately after the first coat? Like, do you just go back and forth from one eye to the other? Like, I don't know exactly when to put on that next coat of mascara. So my eyelashes, I did this morning, right? It's now like 12 hours since I put, no, maybe not 12 hours, but it's been a while since I put on mascara this morning. So this is definitely dry mascara that I'm putting it on top of. And I think that, you know, that did something. It looks maybe a smidge clumpy, but it's not too bad, right? I'm not doing my lower lashes. I don't feel like it, so we're not gonna do those. But this is definitely making a difference. Some mascaras have like a little bit of a smell to them, and this one does not. The brush does seem to be pretty easy to maneuver, which is good. Uh-oh, what is happening there? All right, brush seems to be pretty easy to maneuver. Although if you're not the most dexterous person, this might be a little like too short to hold. It's not the easiest thing to hold. It's fine for me, but the brush itself seems to be pretty easy to move around. By the way, I got a kit to dye my eyelashes because I really want to get a lash lift and tint, and I don't want to pay $135 for it. And because that's basically what it is around where I live. Online people were like, oh, you know, this burns a little bit, but it'll be fine. Or it didn't burn me at all. This is the best kit I've used, blah, blah, blah. It was like somebody poured acid into my eyeballs. It was the most burning thing that I've used on my face in quite some time. And so I would not recommend trying to dye your own eyelashes at home. It was really terrible. The other thing that I've done since my last video is I trimmed up my layers over here. So I trimmed this a little bit shorter. I didn't film it because I didn't know how it would turn out. And also I didn't know how to maneuver the camera exactly to get it quite right. So maybe one day, the next time I trim this in 3 months, I will film it and I'll show you guys how to do it. Something kind of strange about this package is like it's almost too easy to open. Mascara really needs to be sealed well because otherwise it's going to dry out or it's going to get germs in it and then you're going to get an eye infection. So we'll see if that makes this mascara dry out more quickly. A small container like this should last you about 3 months, which is how long you should keep a mascara anyway. So you don't actually ever have to buy full-size mascaras. You can just use the little ones and then throw them out when they're dry. So there's that. Okay, next thing. D'Alba Piedmont Aromatic Spray Serum. The fast-acting antidote to indoor heat and cold temps. You mean hot and cold temps? Whatever. The things that zap skin of its radiance this time of year is D'Alba's refreshing face mist. It feels slightly cool going on and is packed with natural hydrators like rose water, avocado oil, and sunflower seed oil. How to use it: shake the bottle 3 to 5 times until its 2 phases blend together, and then mist the spray onto your face from about 7 inches away. This is usually $45, and you get it on Amazon, which is interesting. $45 for 120 milliliters. So this is full size. It does have a sticker at the top. So I didn't do my nails that long ago. I don't want to ruin my nails, so instead I ruined the box, which is fine. I have a whole bunch of face mists right now that I already use, but I'm happy to kind of get another one. There's a little descriptor thing in here. I've never heard of this D'Alba. Wait a minute, hang on. So D'Alba, this says, okay, D'Alba Piedmont Aromatic Spray Serum. So it's labeled as aromatic. This one says aromatic spray serum, D'Alba White Truffle, first aromatic spray serum. Which is it? Wait a minute. It doesn't say it has truffles in it, but then there's a truffle on the gosh darn bottle. I'm confused. I guess it has truffle in it. I don't know. It looks like this is a Korean company, if I am looking at these this alphabet correctly. This whole thing is in, it says D'Alba di Italy. Doesn't say d'Italia. Why is D in Italian, but Italy is not in Italian? I don't know. Can't read any of this in the Korean. That's fine. All right, well, that gave you the instructions. So this cap, this is very slippery, right? This is kind of nice, but if you're gonna pack this cap's gonna come right off in your luggage. All right, so this has been shaken. There we go. Oh, okay. As I may have mentioned before on other videos, I am ethnically Italian, and I have been raised with Italian sort of sensibilities and cultural norms and that kind of thing. A very sort of European household, and this smells like this sort of smells like my mother. It reminds me a lot of her and her specific flavor of Italian, because both of my parents are Italian. My mom is half, my dad is 100%. My dad is very sort of, if you don't know him, you think he's kind of mean looking. He's not mean at all. But he has a sort of an intimidating quality to him. He's a, strong, silent type, looks like an extra off The Sopranos type of guy. My mom is very much like a, so I've said I live on the East Coast. She's an East Coast Italian lady. And she's very sort of blonde and likes the nicer things in life, and she shops for clothes at Costco, but she also shops for clothes at Nordstrom's, and they go on vacation an appropriate amount for who they are and where they are in life, and this smells like my mom on vacation. This smells a lot like my mother, so kind of weird. I guess it did something to my face. I don't know. Let's spray it again. I do like the spray mechanism because it really distributes the spray well. I remember I got one of these face sprays and it said it's not an overpowering spray. It's not gonna make you lose an eye if your eyes accidentally open in the spray, the velocity of the spray. And I remember the nozzle was it was a lot, and I was like, this is not the product that you should have written this description for. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta let my mom use this. I want to see if she sort of recognizes this smell, because it really reminds me of my mother, and it really reminds me of Italy. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know, just got a little wave of nostalgia there or something. All right, next thing. Tula Skincare, the Cult Classic Skin Purifying Face Cleanser. Everything about this gel is a notch above the usual facial cleanser. Its soft, clean scent is a calming way to bookend your day, and the way the formula foams slightly in water makes it easy to rinse away without being drying. It leaves skin feeling clean and cared for, and helps soothe and soften dry spots with moisturizers like glycerin and safflower seed oil, which is especially welcome this time of year. Plus, the blue bottle looks so pretty in your shower. So $34 for 6.7 ounces. This seems like a ginormous container of anything almost for a beauty product. So I think this is a decent deal. Let's see. This cap is very well anchored to the product. So I gotta take this off. Clearly, I'm not gonna rinse this off, but that's okay. Ooh, it does smell nice. It kind of smells like an expensive baby powder. Not like a regular baby powder. It has sort of like a spa smell to it, definitely. Very calming, very soapy, calming. Nice. It even feels like, it's a little sticky on my hand because I'm not washing it off right now. I'm not docking it for being sticky like I usually do for a lot of things. But even just rubbing it in my hand, it's not like a terrible texture just to sit on my hand as a cleanser. But it smells nice. Probiotics, superfoods. This is a giant container. I do have to see and make sure that it actually gets my makeup off, because I can't stand it when cleansers say they get your makeup off and they don't, which is what most of them do. So we'll see if that happens. I'll try to wash off my YSL mascara here and see how that goes. All right, next thing, Sweet Chef Beet and Vitamin A Fresh Pressed Sheet Mask. That's a tongue twister, isn't it? Developed by the beloved K-beauty brand Glow Recipe. I have a lot of stuff from Glow Recipe. Sweet Chef is all about products for fine-tuning your skincare routine. This sheet mask's mix of beet and retinol helps smoothen and soften skin and refine pores, so you're ready for parties, selfies, and more. Lay the mask on clean, dry skin and let it sit. Pretty glow is only 20 minutes away. After you peel the mask off, pat in any remaining serum without rinsing and follow with your new Sephora moisturizer. Oh, that's the next thing in the box. That's really the directions for any sheet mask. I really enjoy sheet masks a lot. I've been using them a long time. Especially if it's hot outside, you put one in the fridge. It feels really good when you put it on your face. So it's interesting to put retinol in a sheet mask because retinol is, for anybody that doesn't know what retinol is, it's a version of vitamin A that stimulates cell turnover and collagen production in your skin. Basically, when you start using retinol, it feels like you got a sunburn. It's very burny and peeling. A lot of the newer formulas are much more gentle, but basically it's turning over those new cells, and it's one of the few things that can actually help prevent and stop and even reverse wrinkles that you have. So basically, if you're looking for the most very basic anti-aging skincare routine, you need retinol, sunblock, because the retinol, the vitamin A, makes your skin more susceptible to sunburn, cleanser, and a regular moisturizer that's just, doesn't have a lot in it, is gentle and works for your skin type and actually moisturizes your skin. That's all you really need, because vitamin A, retinol does a lot of the things. And so one of the new products that's coming out now that a lot of people are using instead of retinol, or they say it's stronger than retinol, is tretinoin. I think that's how you say it anyway. And so tretinoin is supposed to be like 10 times or 100 times more powerful than retinol. I'm not 100% sure what it actually is, but I have an appointment with my dermatologist next month, and I'm going to try to get some. So I'm going to start using that tretinoin and see what it does for myself. So in any case, this sheet mask, it looks kind of small in here, but that doesn't really say much. Usually when you open these things up, it's sort of, creepy in the shape of a mat. They have cutouts for your eyes and for your mouth. And you just lay it on your face and kind of let it do its thing. I'm a little surprised retinol is in here because, to keep that retinol sort of, wet and to keep it, absorbing into your skin for 20 minutes, that kind of seems like a lot for such sort of an ingredient that can be caustic on the skin, that some people don't tolerate well, that can, cause irritation, because that's sort of what it does when you first start using it. I don't know. I got to see how this goes. I've been using retinol a long time. So if this irritates my skin with the retinol, then that's really bad. So we'll see what happens here. So looks like the last thing in here is the Sephora Collection Nourishing Moisturizer with Prebiotics. Like whipped cream, rich yet airy and totally indulgent, this moisturizer is serious enough to soothe winter-weary skin, but somehow manages to feel light going on. The fragrance-free formula has a pretty dewy finish, and botanical oils soften the skin on the spot. $18 for 1.69 ounces. So this that we have in our boxes here is what? 20 milliliters, 0.67 ounces. So you would get about 3 times as much in your actual container of moisturizer. It does kind of look whipped creamy when you take a look at the metal that I just peeled off. So that does look very whipped cream-like. I'm going to put it on the opposite side of the face wash here. It said it was fragrance-free, but I just wanted to check, see if I smell anything. I don't think I do. All right. So this absorbed pretty good. Let's see. Fresh, dewy. I'm not always a fan of dewy finish moisturizers because they just make me look greasy. Tatcha has a dewy finish moisturizer that I just used at night because I couldn't deal with how it looked during the day. All right. It feels nice. It is definitely unscented, so that's nice. Decent sized container. Looks like you can kind of use it a lot of places. It's still hard to find items that don't have scent in them, so that's nice to see. So now the next things in here, we have new to the member store, the FHI Heat Platform Blow Dry handleless dryer. So I've seen these before. It's sort of like a stick. It's like a big fat stick, and you have different things you put on the end, and you hold it like it's like a baton. It's like if this had you know, a blow dry thing on the end of it, like a nozzle, or there's a diffuser here. It looks like there's a brush. These wider tooth brushes are good for kinky, coily hair that you're trying to, you know, brush through as you dry it, maybe to straighten it. Sometimes people straighten that type of hair before they cut it, or to do like a silk press or something. All right, so I don't need that, but that's kind of cool. FHI Heat Polisher Pro Air Drying Brush. I've seen a lot of these things. They've been around for a couple of years now. You can get, there's a popular one on Amazon. I want to say it's a Conair, like drying brush. It's just too much for me. Like it's hard to maneuver. You can get the same results if you practice with a round brush and a hairdryer. People say they're more user-friendly. I didn't personally find it more user-friendly, but I'm just one user, right? They're very popular on Amazon. So then skincare TLC bundle, everything you need for a routine reset. So it looks like there's a sheet mask, some basic moisturizers, that 111 Skin Rose, I was about to say syrup, that's wrong, serum. The Makeup Forever makeup eraser. I do love the makeup eraser. That's a really good item to have. It's basically a cloth that gets your makeup up. Well, you use the cloth with the micellar water. You get the basics of your makeup off, and then you wash your face. So you don't have to double cleanse, or if you're feeling really lazy, like I do sometimes, you just use it to get your makeup off and then go to sleep. And it looks like there's a Sunday Riley retinol serum for your eyes. It's for $49, which is actually not bad for those items. And then back here, a gift for everyone you love, the perfect last minute gift, except the problem is sometimes it doesn't ship. So you're not gonna get this before the 14th. I'm recording this in the middle of the second week of February. You're not gonna get this before Valentine's Day in a week. It's not gonna happen. So I think this is a pretty good box this month. I feel like there's fewer products, but they're larger, right? So this Milk and Honey highlighter, this is ginormous. I don't even know where I'm gonna put this with all of my other beauty stuff, because it's huge. I have almost mixed feelings about this spray because I love my mother. That's not what I mean, but like it's just odd to have something that reminds me so much of a family member that I just spray on my face. It's strange. I always like a good cleanser, so this will be good to try out. Sephora products, a lot of them are made in the same factories with the same ingredients as a lot of other prestige brands, so it's nice to have this. And I'm always good for a good mascara. So I think this is a pretty good box. So that is it for this month. If as per usual, if anybody has any questions, you can put them down in the comment section below. And I hope everybody has a super awesome rest of their day. Thanks so much for tuning in.